Okay, Module 7, electrical load ratings. Electrical load ratings. This is an extract. When I say extract, that is not the complete chapter. It's just an extract from the chapter that we are extracting to inform you, to use and educate you. It's most times advisable to sit under a mentor, sit under a teacher, because the teacher will always be able to explain the, the book. Especially, I am the author of this book, so I know what is inside of the book. It worth more than $1 million. The information here, you might read it without understanding. So let's look at the electrical load ratings, and we are talking about chapter 8, module 7. So the rating of an electrical appliance indicate the voltage at which the appliance is designed to work and the current consumption at that voltage. So each electrical load comes with its own rating, the power it consumes, the current, and the voltage. These figures are usually displayed on a rating plate attached to the appliance. We call it the nameplate. Example, you can see an equipment electrical load is rated 220 volts, 5 amp. The rating of an electrical load relates to the power it consumes. When we say rating, what is the rating of that electrical load? We are talking about the power consumption. Of that particular electrical load. So the rating of an electrical load relates to the power it consumes. It relates to the power the electrical load consumes. That is what electrical load ratings mean. So basically, this is the nameplate. This is the nameplate. I brought this, the Quattro inverter 48 volts. This is 10 kVA. This is how electrical loads are rated. This is the nameplate. Let me call this the nameplate. So what is an electrical nameplate? So you can see the nameplate is here. So now what is an electrical nameplate? So the information on the nameplate of an electrical load specifies the voltage at which the electrical load is made to operate. It defines the parameters for the electrical load, such as the power factor. So when you are buying an inverter, you need to always check for the power factor. We will talk, there's no time to talk about power factor now and how it affects, how it causes your solar system to fail. How power factor causes your solar system to fail. Your system is tripping up. So let's not go there. It is a topic of its own. So it defines the parameter for the electrical load, such as power factor, efficiency. When you want to buy your solar inverter, please check to know how efficient the inverter is. When you are buying any electrical load, understand the power factor, understand the efficiency. All these things affect your solar system. You don't know, you are not aware of. So current at the rated voltage and the frequency. Your solar system is misbehaving because of the frequency. So when the electrical load is used at other voltages than the voltage indicated on the nameplate, what happens? Its performance will be doing what? Will be affected. The performance of the electrical load will be affected. So the manufacturers will always put on the parameters that must be met for your electrical load or your solar inverter or your battery or your charge controller, your panel. All these electrical or all these solar components come with their nameplates. You need to study the nameplate, study the data sheet to understand exactly what you are doing. So whenever you look at the nameplates of any electrical load, you will see it rated in watts. Always, it will see it rated in watts. Sometimes They are not rated in watt. So remember, watt is the unit for power. Watt is always the unit for power. So that immediately inform you of the power consumption of such an electrical load, as simple as ABC. When you see the rating of an electrical load, it is rated in watts. Before you know it, it informs you of the power consumption. So, and if this is not available, if you don't see it rated in watt, you always see it rated in voltage. The voltage and the current will always be given. So if this is not available, the manufacturer will always include the voltage and the amp on the nameplate of the electrical or electronic appliance. Remember, power is equal to IV. P is equal to IV. So let's continue. Those are the parameters you make use of to know the power consumption of any electrical load. You need the voltage and the current to determine the power consumption if it is not indicated on the nameplate. So in summary, electrical loads are rated in watts. That is the unit of power. Then power is equal to current multiplied by voltage. Current multiplied by voltage. That is P is equal to IV. Then power, P is for power, I is for current, V is for voltage. So what happens? If the electrical equipment is not rated in watts, don't worry yourself, please. If you go to power audit and you see electrical load that are not rated in watt, don't just worry yourself. There is a solution. All you need to do is to check for the current and the voltage. You multiply them and you have the rating of the electrical load. So we told you that we want to expose you to the nitty-gritty surrounding the solar industry. The mistakes that people are doing in the industry that is contributing to their solar system failures. One of the mistakes, very costly at that, is not conducting a professional power audit, not getting information from the client, because client information will always inform you of how to design the solar system. So you will be provided with the current if you are not given the power rating of the electrical load. So you will be provided with the current and the voltage consumed by the electrical equipment. Multiply the two parameters given, and that will give you the power consumed by the electrical equipment. Typical wattage requirements of common household electrical appliances. Please consult your textbook. So please always consult your nameplates. We have more of this. So for more, because there was no space for us to project this, so consult the textbook. You see more electrical loads and their rating. So let's look at very important thing in the solar industry: power audit templates. Let's look at power audit templates, how it looks like and how you should fill it. Power audit template. First thing first, the secrets made simple. We said you should not overlook power audits. That is one of the secrets. So template for data collection during power audits. You can use this. Change our name and put your name. Change our logo and put your logo. Use it. Nobody is against that. We are happy to be a blessing to you. We are happy to inform you. We are happy to educate you. We are happy to show you the way. So edit it, use it, and be blessed. So let's look at the very first part. The very first part, if you are going for power audit, is your company logo, your company name, and every other thing that concerns you. The next thing is the customer's information. The customer's information, that is your client information. So you have to put the client name should come here. Client, that is the name of the client. You write it here on this particular place, this portion. The client, you write his name here. It's very important. This power audit template serves as an agreement between you and the client. It serves as an agreement between you and the client so that if anything goes wrong, you can consult this your power audit. Check how many loads did you audit? What were the hours of usage of each of the electrical load? What time will he be using all this electrical load? So this serves as an agreement between you, the very first stage of the agreement. So client, the name, site full address. What is the name? There always most time when we go to site, we give it a name. Maybe we give it the name of the client. We give that site Akpan installation or anyhow. Location. Where is it located? Is it in Akwa Ibom, Lagos, Abuja, Zimbabwe, Cameroon, Meduguri, any place? So you include it here. Location. If you have the coordinates, you put. So business type, what type of business? Is it residential? Is it a supermarket? Is it an eatery? What type of business? Is it a banking hall? Is it, mention any business? Is it a church? So business type. So primary contact person, name and phone number. Write the person's name and the phone number. Primary contact person. The reason you need to take this is sometimes you might forget some things, and you need to get back to somebody apart from your clients. Apart from the client, maybe you already have his contact. You might not be able to send your client, climb that roof, go and check this, go and check that. I forgot this. So you need another person that can always respond to you in times of need. So primary contact person, it can be your client, no problem. So consultant details. Consultant detail, that is your company. You are the consultant now, you are the solar professional. So you write your company name, then you write the dates that this agreement or this power audit is conducted. So basically, this is how the power audit form looks like. This is how the power audit form looks like. Comprising of electrical load information, the serial number, you write it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 till you get to the end, if that is the case. Item means, is it television? Item means, is it television? Is it laptop, the second column? Is it lighting point? Is it AC? Is it fridge? So those electrical loads are what you line up here. Remember, the very first one was serial number, which you number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then the next one is item. Is it television, laptop, fridge, AC, toaster, the rest? Lighting point, CCTV camera. This column is for that item. Then the next thing we have here is location. Where is it located in the facility that you are auditing? You have to include it. Reason, so that somebody will not accuse you of stealing something in his own premises. You come, and when you leave, something disappear. So when you see something, record where you saw it. Don't just see and leave. Records, I've seen this way what I saw at this particular point. This location, there was not you. Maybe somebody stole it, not me. I did not see anything there. So that is the, you go to a bank to do audit. You have to be organized. You have to show them that you know your onions. You're worth the money they will give you. So you have to be really organized and prove professionalism when it has to do with the solar industry. It's not for, I don't want to say something. So condition means, what is the condition? Is it in good condition or is it in bad condition? That is it working or not? Because if you go for power audit and this electrical load is not working, when you install solar and they start seeing solar 24 hours, they start using they carry that faulty electrical load, go and fix, come and add to the solar system. It will affect the installation, because when you did auditing, you did not include that in the list of electrical load that will be used to power with the solar. So please ensure that you ask the client, is this electrical load still working? If he said no, you ask him or her, when I install solar, please, will you replace it, or will you buy another one, or will you fix this one and use? If he said yes, you check and take inventory, document it. If he says no, ask him, will you buy another one? If he said no, you leave that particular one. On no account should they fix it and use? It violates the agreement, because that wasn't what we took as when we did the power audit. So any equipment, electrical load you are seeing, please ensure that you write the condition. Those ones that are not working, ensure that you ask your client, sir, when I finish this power audit, will you fix this electrical load and use it? This will save you the stress of running helter-skelter when they call you that this system is shutting down. It does not last because they are using more load than what the system was designed for. So any need for replacement, that is where, if yes, you write yes. If no, you know that is out of the information you need. Quantity, this column, how many? That means how many do you see? Is it 3? Is it 5? Is it 10? If it is light bulb, is it how many? What watts? So the next thing here is the unit watts. Each of the electrical load that you are auditing, what is the unit watts? This particular column, this was quantity, means television, how many? Fridge, how many? AC, how many? That is quantity. So this unit watt talks about what is the rating. Remember, we talk about electrical rating, how electrical loads are rated. So how many watts? How many watts is each of them? Unit watt, that is this LED bulb, what is the wattage? This fridge, what is the wattage? This laptop, what is the wattage? That is the unit watt. Total watt talks about when you multiply the quantity here and the unit watt here, quantity here, unit watt here, quantity here, unit watt here, it tells you the total watts. That will give you the total watt. That is quantity multiplied by the unit watt gives you the total watt. Then you move to the appliance operating hours. Appliance what? Operating hours. How many hours will the client be putting that electrical load to use? So that is appliance operating hours. So if it is 5 hours, you write it here. If it is 3 hours, you write it here. Each of the electrical load, you have to line up like this. Write the operating hours of each of the electrical load. We will tell you how you can average the electrical load and inference you are going to make when you are designing the solar system. Because if you have like 10 electrical loads, you add up all the running hours, appliance operating hours, it will be more than 24 hours. So what do? Will you use 24 hours? The size of the solar system will be too much. So there is a way we resolve that. So, but understand that you have to put into consideration each of the appliance operating hours. The next thing is total watt hours. When you multiply the total watt times the appliance operating, this one you multiply the total watt times the appliance operating hours, it will give you the total watt hours. It will do what? It will give you the total watt hours. So multiply the total watt, multiply by the appliance operating hours, it will give you the total watt. Multiply the quantity times the unit watt, it will give you the total watt. I've explained this. You should understand. You should understand. You should understand how to fill this table. Because when you say you want solar and you are telling me I have AC, I have fridge, I have television, I have 10 lighting point, I have television 20, I will not be able to do anything with them if you don't present it like this. No, if you don't present it like this, I will not be able to work with it, because the information is devoid of facts. It is devoid of facts. If you don't present it on this table, I will not understand. And I can't design a system that will survive. So please and please, this thing is very simple. You can type this with your computer or you use your manual hand, write it, but let it be legible so that I can see. Don't stress me. At least I told you that I'm going to bless you with this information. If you are blessed, give me a thumb up. Share this video. Invite people to join us. We are Subway Energy Academy, the training section of Subway Energy Limited. We are into solar system design, installation and maintenance, training of students, both physical and online. But we advise, look at the volume of information we are sharing. Will you be able, we don't have this kind of time on physically to train you, to educate you, to brief you on the secret, because we are always working on site. So site is not the place to learn. It is in the online space that we dissect the concept. We brief you, we give you the nitty-gritty, the rudiment that you need in the solar industry. So remember this table. Let's go again. The serial number, the item, the location, the condition, any plan for replacement. I explained all this. Quantity needed, or how many quantity is there. Unit watts, total watts, appliance operating hours, total watt hours. I took my time to explain everything, so it's just for you to feel it. When you document it like this, it's very simple for anybody who is a professional to understand. You have provided the person with so much information, but we have other things that we had not been able to include here. We call it 50 questions to ask before going solar. Not that you ask all those questions, but we have documented 50 questions you should ask your clients or you should ask yourself. It's not in all cases you need to ask all these questions before going solar. It's a documentary. It's a documentary of our experience in the solar industry. So it's inside of one of our textbooks. 49 reasons why solar system installation fail. We also included 50 questions to ask before installing system. You might, depending on the condition, you might end up asking 5 questions. You might end up asking 10 questions. You might end up asking 20 questions. All this information will assist you understand how to design the solar system professionally. So after that, you move into what is the peak sun hours in your location. Please, very important. We use the peak sun hours to determine many things, to size the system. So you have to include, it's a must, let me say this. This power audit template is a must document for any professional or end user if you want us to design a customized system for you. If you want to design a system that will never fail. So don't neglect this power audit template. Please and please, let it sink that before any solar system installation, you have to do a professional power audit. So after that, we have a Subway Energy Academy representative. This is where a representative will document. Kindly ensure that you are provided with all the necessary information, documents and pictures. Like what I said, the electrical energy consumption of a building. Very, very important. Collect it and photocopy. I'm not saying you should take the original document to collect it and photocopy so that you use it and defend your own proposal. Sir, you have been spending 15 million. You have spent 15 million in 2 years. But do you know that if I install a system of 12 million, it can sustain you. You will not be spending. And after 2 years, you start getting power return on investment from solar. So documents and pictures. When we are going for industrial project, commercial project, it's a must for you to take pictures. Snap so that they will see that this thing that you are saying is true, that are self-explanatory. Don't just snap. Snap pictures that are self-explanatory and will assist in proper system size. So kindly ensure that you are provided with all the necessary information, documents and pictures that are self-explanatory and will assist in proper solar system design. Yes, then the representative for Subway Energy, your student or your staff will sign this: date, position, phone number, email, signature, and date. This is a contract agreement, the very first part. When we get to submitting quotation and proposal, you still sign on that one. You need a lawyer in your company to do all these things. So what is the peak sun hours in the location? We already said this. So assignments. Assignments. Okay, let's give you this assignment. After this assignment, we take you to another level where we will start designing of the solar system. Don't forget, we are on a live webinar and we are advising you to stick to this information. We promise that we will reveal the secrets and nitty-gritty surrounding the solar industry, the do's and don'ts in the solar industry. And trust me, you have gotten value. So assignment says, in your facility, you know what facility is now. Apartment or room you are residing. Fill the table provided above appropriately without leaving any space blank. That is what we are saying. Fill it. Do the power audit. Now that we have explained this, you can do your own power audit. If you want Subway Energy Limited to handle your power installation or the setup, we need power audit. So please fill the information. If you are comfortable with us, that we can be the right plug that can solve your power problem. After finishing with the power audit, send it to us and we will give you feedback on an estimate of how much it will cost you to go solar. So when you are ready, you can invite us. We come for proper professional power audit. That one was done by you, so we want to come and do it ourselves. So thank you. So we say fill in the customer's information as provided on the table. Example, client name, site address, location of the site, business type, etc. List all the electrical loads accordingly and specify the name of the electrical load. We taught you. From the information above, do the following. What is the peak sun hours in your location, in that particular location? Specify the location of the items in the facility. That means it's very important. Don't leave any space blank before somebody will accuse you of coming into this facility and stealing something. So state the condition of the electrical load. Is it in good condition or in bad condition? So you have to. We showed you, we explained how to do this. If any electrical load is bad, is there any plan for future replacement? Fill it on the table we provided. Specify the quantity of each of the electrical loads. You have to specify that. Very important. Because if you made 5 electrical loads and you are documenting 2, the information is not genuine. It's not genuine and it will affect the system we will size. So specify the quantity of each of the electrical load. Specify the unit watts. That is, what is the power rating of each of the electrical load. Then specify the total watts of that particular type of load in the facility or in your facility. Then, on average, how long in hours do you use each of the electrical load? If you are auditing for a client, ask him how long will, on average, is it like 2 to 3 hours? If you are using it to pump water, 1-2 hours is okay. If you are using it for television, what time of the day do you on the fan? So most times, or since we don't have enough space there, most times we call the client and ask when we see that there are some loads that are not are somehow. We call the client. This AC that we are seeing here, will you be using it during the daytime or at night? We have another audit that addresses that anyway. So on average, how long in hours do you use each of the electrical load? What is the total watt hours of each of the electrical load? Then hints, total watt hour is equal to total watt times hours of usage. We already said that. Add all the total watt hours in the last column to give you your energy consumption. So when you finish with the total watt hours, so we say add all the total watt hours in the last column to give you the energy consumption in the facility. Let me show you. Sorry for taking you back. So that means here, this particular place now, you total everything. You total everything here on the total watt hours, and you total watt hours. Then unit watts, you also total everything here. Unit wattage, total everything here. Total everything here. Then this was unit what? Total everything here. Total everything here. Put the peaks on hours. Those information are crucial. We will surely need them as fast as possible to use in the design of the solar installation. To design the solar inverter, to design the battery storage, to design the panel, to design the charge controller, and to know the accessories, to know the components we will buy. Those information are things that we need to design a professional solar system for your load. It's not for our own load. You are the one that will enjoy it. So consumption, add all the total watt hours in the last column to give you your energy consumption in your facility. So what is the peak on hours in that particular location? So if you are able to do this, congratulations. If you are able to fill the form and you are able to supply us with all those details, congratulations. One thumb up for you. You are following us. So we are moving ahead. So note, the information you have provided is what we will use to design the size of the solar system that will power your electrical loads in your facility, not in our facility. Now you go pay, not be us. So the information you provided is what we will use to size the solar inverter, to size the solar battery, to size the solar panels, to size the solar charge controller, and to size the accessories. And we will use this information to know the type of solar components we will use during the installation and how we will go about the installation, because there are some things we will ask you. That is the reason we have those 50 questions. Those 50 questions you ask your client. There are some they were not able to contain here. So those 50 questions are the questions, not all, we will ask the client, and those information will still assist us understand how to design a customized system for each individual. So the information you have provided is what will be used to design the size of the solar system that will be powering your electrical loads in your facility. The information will help us determine, I've already said this, the size of the inverter, the battery bank, the number of solar panels, the size of the charge controller, and other solar accessories that will be used for the solar system installation. Don't forget, I have another assignment for you. To take care of this particular module. So, what is electrical load nameplate? So, how do you determine the power rating of an electrical load? How do you determine that? So, if the power rating of an electrical load is not written on the electrical nameplate, what will you do to determine the rating of the electrical load? Then, have you been able to do a professional power audit? It's a question. With what we have taught you now, what you have learned, have you been able to do a professional? You see now, I'm categorizing you as a professional. I'm not saying just power audit. I say a professional. So have you been able to do a professional power audit of your facility? If yes, congratulations. If no, what is the challenge you are facing? Kindly communicate with us on +234 8067430921, and we will assist you. But ensure that this contract will be handled by what? Subway Energy Limited. So that is that. We are here to help you. We are here to guide you. We don't want to hear solar system failures. We want to eradicate quackery. We want to put an end to solar system failures. That is the reason we organize this webinar, to educate you, to inform you, to let you know those details, those small details that you are neglecting, and they are the things that are causing your solar system to fail. So Will you be willing to share your power audit with us for an estimate of how much it will cost you to go solar? Or will you be willing to learn how to design and install the solar system yourself? That is a question. One option is we can install for you. Two is you can come and learn from Subway Energy Academy and know how to do it yourself. You have the option to make. So if you are serious and willing, we don't want you to just send us power audit, we waste time to design. Sometimes we will tell you for commitment. So if you run, we know that you just want to pull our legs. So sometimes we ask you for commitment to size the system for you. You can take it to anywhere, take it to the sun. Nobody will say what we are doing is not okay. I'm talking authoritatively. I talk solar. Solar is flowing in my bloodstream. So you don't see me, I'm talking out of experience. It has become part and parcel of me. I'm vomiting solar. So, okay, if you are serious and willing to contract us to install solar system in your facility, listen, kindly share your power audit with us for an estimate. I'm not saying quotation, I'm going to give you just estimate. If you send your power audit to me, I look at the load, I don't need to size. I can know that this system will be 5 kVA. So I send you estimate. There's a difference between estimate and quotation. Estimate gives you a rough value that will assist you budget. So if you send me 5 kVA, I look at the load you are using, I look at the hours you will be using the load. I know that, okay, this 5 kilowatt storage battery will be not enough with 5 kVA. If you send me load, I know, okay, 10 kilowatt storage, but I'm not sending you quotation, I'm only sending you estimate so that you can adjust your budget. When you say you are ready, when you have that budget, that estimate I sent you, then you can invite us to come for a professional power audit of that facility, whereby after the power audit, we will sit down then and size. With that estimate, it might be less than the estimate I sent to you, or a little bit more than the estimate I sent to you. So immediately you send me your power audit, I will send you an estimate, or I will give you a link to check our catalog. Well, you might not be able to understand what size of system that power audit will give you. So I will advise you, okay, with this, go and check our catalog. We have 5 kVA there, 5 kVA, 10 kilowatt, 5 kVA, 5 kilowatt, and the rest. So send me if you are ready. We are here for business. So if you are ready, send me the power audits that you have done and tell me that you want Subway Energy Limited to install solar for you, and we will be the right block. Already we are the right block when it comes to solar system installation. So kindly share your power audit with us for an estimate of your solar system installation. Send to us using the WhatsApp number 284-8067-430921. So all assignments except the power audit, all assignment, please always send it to subwayschools01@gmail.com. Basically, we promise you that we want to show you the mistakes that people are making in the solar industry that is causing failures of their solar system installation. You are a client. We will address their matter later. We will address end users' problem, how they contribute to the failure of solar system that professionals install to them. They contribute. We will address their matter in another day. So to this particular session, this live webinar was to expose you to the nitty-gritty surrounding the solar industry, the costly mistakes that other people are making, so that you can guide against it, and you'll be installing solar systems that will stand the test of time and give you return on investment. I will be back in a moment. Stay tuned.